trying to figure out what they're trying to light. Some new Stranger Things plushes, but there are some lights that have been turned on. We got a big update over by Boris Schuster's office. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. So we got construction updates, we got Murdy tweets, we got massive Backlot Club updates inside the park. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights, shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to last year, Halloween Horror Nights 2025 with Five Nights at Freddy's. We had this shirt, then the hat, it said Five Nights at Freddy's. Then on the back it said Halloween Horror Nights 2025. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. Okay.
To watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring Five Nights at Freddy's and more.
Okay, welcome back. Let's head in. Hopefully there's some more truss in there too. Here we go, we're heading in. Here comes the mystery machine. They're driving by. Good morning, Doc. Good morning. Well, I have a tip. I think there's a Trojan horse being built over there. I'm worried Biff is building it and he's gonna sneak into the Institute.
He doesn't have enough intelligence to do something like that. That's historic. I was there, the real one.
How did it go?
Very stinky inside. I got out quickly.
All right, the horse. The horse is here. They've added its shoulder. So in a couple days, they should be finished. So the horse would be unveiled to the world. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Backlot Club towers over here. How does it interact? All right, let's enter in. All right, let's start the scavenger hunt for Florida. Have they updated these yet? So the app has not fully been updated with the new towers, but let's see how this works. We're gonna punch in the code. We got our XP. So the tower is now plugged in to an outlet inside here, so it's not outside. Because the old towers used to go down all the time. You just have to punch in the code right there. But then they still have the old tower over here, but it's just off. It's been a while since we've gone over a horror makeup display, but we have a couple more to still go over. So let's go over a new display. Right, time to go over the next makeup section. A scene where Dr. Cooper's arms are severed. A real-life double amputee stand-in was used wearing a mask. The audience focuses on the bloody stump while the mask goes unnoticed. In the scene where Norris's head separates from his body, special effects designer Rob used highly flammable material for the construction of interior of the head and neck models. During the scene, John Carpenter decided that for continuity reasons, they needed some flames around the scene. Without thinking, they lit the fire bar and the whole room, which by now was filled with flammable gases, caught fire. Nobody got hurt, but the entire special effects model, of which Botten had worked several months on, was destroyed. All right, let's read this up here. To give the illusion of icy Antarctic conditions, interior sets on Los Angeles sound stages were refrigerated to 40 degrees, while it was well over 100 degrees outside. The flesh flower that attacks Childs is actually an incredibly detailed effect. Its petals are 12 dog tongues, complete with rows of canine teeth. Effect designer Rob dubbed it Pissed Off Cabbage. If you've never seen the thing, highly suggest watching it. It will give you nightmares. All right, now let's come over here and talk about Rob. Starting in the industry as an apprentice to Oscar winner Rick Baker, Rob brought the terrifying shape-shifting alien to life in John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982. The effects in the film continue to astonish moviegoers today. Following his groundbreaking work, he created the fantastical creatures in Ridley Scott's Legend. Face the Goblin Blinks was designed after Keith Richards. What do we got today, Matt?
Lights.
The truss has evolved. We got freaking lights on the trusses. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. So you look up here, we got one light, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 lights right there on this side of the truss work, and then 3 lights on this side of the truss work. So then on this truss here, we got 2 lights that'll be shining up, and then 2 lights that'll be shining down on the scare zone. We're gonna come over to the next one. Again, the same deal. 2 lights shining up, and then 2 lights shining down. Now we have 1 light here, but then look at the mother load up there. Look at all those. We got 3 on this side. We got 4 on that side, shining everywhere, all different types of lights. Then we're gonna come over here. We got 3 on this side, 1 on that side, and then more lights down here at the bottom of the truss. So this is kind of shining off at the tree, and that's just shining up at the tree right there. So maybe they're gonna have this place so heavily fogged. These lights will affect the theming with the fog. We've just never seen this many lights at the bottom of truss. So like over here, again, we have a light kind of shining up there, and then this is kind of shining directly at the guest view. If you're walking here, you're gonna get kind of blinded by the light, so they got to put a proper something here. I'm very intrigued by how they have these lights set up. What's going on with them? Then up there, we got 3 lights on this side and 2 lights on this side. Let's head over to this truss work. Again, the same deal. 2 lights kind of shining up to right here, not really pointing at anything, just shining at here. And then you got 3 lights on that side, 1 light on that side. They have a vision. The lighting department always has a vision. I just can't figure it out yet because there's not enough props. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to light and how it's gonna look with the scare zone and the fog. But then on this truss, there's no lights. Okay, let's look at the stage first. See what's going on with the stage. All right, nothing new with the stage. No staircase yet, no set dressing. Okay, so over here we have 3 lights on this side, 3 lights on this side. So you have 2 lights kind of shining down at the stage because they're pointed directly there. This is kind of pointed all right here. So we might see another set piece pop up right there the way those lights are pointed, because there's 3 of them shined at the exact same spot right there. So something's definitely gonna pop up right there. I do see a full cord connected. And you know what this means, everyone. Now the cord's not plugged in yet, but let's see if this truss has a cord. All right, so this truss is all corded up, but we got 2 lights right there shining at the stage. We got this one shining down at the trees. So I'm guessing performers will be kind of roaming through the trees. And over here, again, we got a light that we pointed at whatever is gonna be right there. And then 3 more lights up there, but 2 of those are pointed directly at the stage. So there's gonna be some sort of show moment happening here, some sort of show moment happening right there. That's what I'm picking up with the lighting situation on the trusses. Again, it's just gonna evolve day by day. We're gonna see more lights pop up, more set pieces popped up. Now with this truss, no lighting is at the top. I know a lot of people are complaining about what this is heavily rumored to be, but I'm gonna say have faith. Have faith. There's a lot of surprises for inside this heavily rumored scare zone. A lot of surprises. Okay, we're heading into Springfield right now. As you know, in the last video, we talked about how they kind of confirmed Simpsons is coming for this year, and then also a lot is coming for next year for Halloween Horror Nights. I wanna see some special Treehouse of Horror themed food here. I wanna see Homer in some different outfits. That would be great. Anything new? Anything new? How's the fence doing? You know, they're installing a big fence over here. I don't see a single truck, and I don't see the doors open. So they're definitely not here today. Then there's nothing new with the truss back here. No lights or anything has been installed yet. Not too many good updates, but don't worry, Five Fires got us with some updates. What in the world is this? I'm stumped. HHN Hollywood construction update behind the mummy. So we can see they've kind of added more stuff to the facade. They've added this piece of wood on top, and then 2 different like little mini towers off to each one of the sides. I'm very intrigued to see what this facade becomes. Smoothed edges of the Jurassic World HHN house. What could it be? So they've been working on the stonework, and now they've kind of smoothed off the corners. Kind of has kind of an Art Deco feel to it now. Also, the Hollywood sign has been updated for Fast and the Furious. We can see Dom's Charger, and it says Fast 25 off to the right. I'm sure this will be switched out for HHN. Some of the lighting truss has been dropped down. This is where the poster will be for the nighttime stage show. But there are some lights that have been turned on. They kind of add some atmospheric lights, because they normally have spotlights kind of at the top shining on the show times. Yeah, it just looks like tons of speakers being set up for the stage show. Everything backstage though has been removed. Remember we saw that stuff back there? It's all vanished now or been installed on the stage. There's definitely movement happening with the stage. All the speakers. You saw the truss lighting that got dropped down a little bit. Again, just so many lights everywhere. I don't think they have any more room to put lights. They're just everywhere. Just crazy that now we're like 2.5 months away for HHN 2026. Technically, still need the Horror Unleashed stuff announced, because that'll be the first, I guess, HHN new thing for this year. And then we'll have Midsummer Scream. And then we'll have HHN Orlando, then HHN Hollywood. So it's all gonna happen super quick. We do have some news about Knott's Scary Farms. So the show auditions have been posted for June 17th for Knott's Scary Farm. Now this would be probably for the hanging show and some of the other kind of show elements around, but they're looking for dancers and stunt actors. So if you're one of those in Anaheim, swing on by Knott's. I will be going out again for Knott's Scary Farm. It's a hot day when you see this going. We got a big update over by Boris Schuster's office. Not in his office, but down below. We did get a Backlot Club scanning tower right here with Madame Basil in there, or Bazel. But this has popped up in her window. We have the Backlot Club little tower in this window that we saw yesterday. So this one's located over by the Mummy. The fast construction walls have been updated. So they're showing off the different ride vehicles. These are the exact same ones in Hollywood. So we're just getting kind of a copy and paste of those ride vehicles. Like there's Dom's Charger right there. So the construction wall has been changed ever so slightly. It is so hot out today. Oh my gosh. We're still in June. We're not even in August. Let's talk about the Backlot Club. So right now on the Backlot Club kind of website, there's only 3 spots. So there's one over by the Mummy, the tower by Men in Black, and then the one over by Horror Makeup. But there's the mystery one that popped up in Madame Basil's front window. So I think that's confirming that we're gonna have a deeper Backlot Club experience for HHN this year. Because as we know, we see the tribute store Easter eggs popping up in Boris's office. So it's them confirming Backlot Club is coming back for Halloween Horror Nights. Now last year they gave out like these art cards, but I want to see more. I want to see some crazy stuff happen. I want to be able to interact with stuff. I want to be able to like set stuff off, because when we were doing the that little meet and greet that they had over there for the Backlot Club members, they were like, we're still like in our beta phase. We're still figuring out kind of what the guests want and what works and what doesn't work. So I think they're gonna still do some trial stuff, but I think we're gonna have a bigger advancement with the Backlot Club for HHN. I think we're gonna see a massive Backlot Club experience happen. Nothing really has changed within the app though, so I want some more unlocks. I want some more icons. When I hit levels, I want to unlock special like and rare stuff. Back in the day, right, we had the legendary Truth experience for HHN. So hopefully they kind of bring that back, because that was really fun for the HHN community. You know, you and your friends trying to figure out stuff and do different things, so that there's another layer to Halloween Horror Nights. You know, you have the houses, you have the scare zones, then you got the food and the drinks and the shows, but then you add this like game aspect to it. I feel like that'd be fun. I just had to like sit down for like 20 minutes. It is so hot. This heat creeps up on you so quick. You gotta make sure to hydrate and just take breaks throughout the day. I always love little details like this. They painted the speakers right there to blend in with the brickwork. I just popped into the arcade here and we get some new plushes. Some new Stranger Things plushes. Then you got the Jaws plushes over here. E.T. Oh God, all the poor E.T.s. Looks like they're all hung over. I don't think this is where the photo op's gonna be. I feel like they're gonna build it and then turn it, because you really can't get a good photo op in that direction, because you got the building there. Kind of odd how it's placed right now. Look at all these lights. You got those right there. 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 These are still on. I guess we're testing those last night. So yeah, a lot of lights on this side of the building. Okay, so they've been putting the siding on the other side of the building. That's new. We saw that put that on a couple days ago. That's new. They're also still finishing the roofing over there. And then it looks like the dirt might have been moved ever so slightly. So not too much change happening, but little by little, this will all come together. Okay, let's talk about Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg's new film, they're promoting it at City Walk and here in the park. I'm one of the biggest Steven Spielberg fans like on the planet. So many of my favorite films are from Steven. I try not to watch any trailers. I went in very blind. The movie sucks. Every single like content creator who went to the previews, they were like, this is peak Steven, it's amazing. That's not, it's terrible. It's a 2.5 hour long movie. It feels like a 3 hour long movie, and it was boring. It was very clunky. There's some classic Spielberg cinematography in it, but it feels like a mid-2000s J.J. Abrams movie you're gonna watch on the airplane. Not a Spielberg film. I had such high expectations because we had West Side Story, that's one of my favorite films, Fabelmans, which was a wonderful film that Steven made, to now this. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it ever again. I'm gonna do 5 out of 10 on it. There's some little moments that are good, but for the most part, I was incredibly disappointed. If you wanna go see a good film, just go watch Obsession. Don't waste your time on Disclosure Day, which is sad to say. At least we got a wonderful John Williams score. That was the best part of the film. If you've seen the film, let me know down in the comments, what'd you think about it? This is the best spot to sit, you're in the shade. You get the cool zone fan that hits you a little bit. You just relax. Are these lights always blue and orange? Like, could that be Jack and that be Oddfellow? Like, maybe I'm just seeing stuff. Maybe I'm just over-analyzing. It's almost like you're like searching for Bigfoot and you're like, oh, Bigfoot's right there. Like your mind's playing tricks on you. Is this light real? Is this light not? So we did get a new tweet from Jordan, who works on HHN houses. If you remember, he tweeted out this. So Jordan tweeted this out a couple months ago. Not only is this the most technically demanding HHN house I've ever worked on, but one of the most technically demanding projects I've ever worked on, period. We are taking some big swings in here, doing things we've never tried. And then he just tweeted out this. We have a little bit of an update. About that, he says, we just ran a successful test of some of the stuff I was talking about in this tweet. New territory for my team at HHN. It's crazy. Ready for everyone to see it. They got a ton of new food inside the Today Cafe.
We got some new stuff. We got a tomato mozzarella flatbread. That looks good. We got a cheesy potato flatbread. Or a Mediterranean vegetable flatbread.
We got the standard croissants and all that stuff. A raspberry toast cookie. And then some new little sweet treats. Mixed berry, confetti cake, carrot cake, standard chocolate cake. I think I'm gonna get this, the chocolate hazelnut brioche. All right, so we got the Nutella brioche. All right, so we just cut into it. Looks like there's a little bit of Nutella, toasted marshmallow on top with bread. It just tastes like a kind of a loaf of kind of coldish brioche with like a little dollop of Nutella. 7 out of 10. Not bad tasting, but it's not what I was expecting based on the name of it. So Murdy kind of backtracked about the Simpsons video, so it's time for Murdy tweet time.
There's John Murdy right there.
John! So someone was tweeting about the Simpsons showrunner talking about Treehouse of Horror coming to HHN this year, and they said, how is this even possible with the Disney/Fox deal? And then someone says, my guess is an extension or reworking was made. John says, obviously I missed this meeting, so I'm kind of confused. Is this thing happening or not? Because you get the showrunner saying it's happening. John saying he's kind of confused on the whole matter. What's going on for this year with the Simpsons? And then TLEV Media tweeted out this, whoa. Just like that, more changes to the Jurassic World. Cue facade. John, should I bring my own popcorn to this one? John says, it's not the kind of place you'll want to bring popcorn to. Now, John said this house is going to be a little stinky, so be prepared and don't try to eat anything while you're in there. And then someone says, John, I've gone to your Halloween Horror Nights for 15 years in a row, and this will be my 16th year, and this will be my last run till my unborn baby is 10. It never disappoints me, and I love HHN. Hope to see you're back when I'm back. Love you, HHN. John says, thank you for supporting HHN all these years and hope you enjoy 2026. Don't know if I'll make it 10 more years, but you never know. My dad worked into his 80s, so strong work ethic is in my genes. So John is not going anywhere anytime soon. He's going to be around for a very, very long time. Could be around for the next decade. And then someone says, next week, it'll already have been a month since Sinners was announced. It's kind of ridiculous. We haven't had another one already by now. John says, oh, what a tangled web we weave. I will say Universal's been trying to announce the next house. That's all I'll say. They've been trying. So maybe next week. But they've been trying, guys. They have an advertisement up for Father's Day, a big fire on Sunday, June 21st. They have an exclusive brunch menu for Father's Day.
Time for a family coaster update.
Not seeing any new track that's been installed. Still the track just chilling there on the ground. So no movement yet. Probably later this weekend we'll see another piece installed. Now the man, the myth, the legend, BioReconstruct tweeted out this aerial video of current construction of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift.
that note, we're heading back to the office.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. Hope you enjoyed our little Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. We'll be back on Monday to film the next update, so that'll drop on Tuesday. Taking the weekend off, kind of relaxing, but we will be back on Tuesday with a new HHN update video. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
It smells like a really good donut.
I got Hooterade? Quickly.